The Conjuring: The Last Rites is the final installment in the Conjuring franchise, and it is going to be hitting cinemas and theatres incredibly soon. And the hype is starting to generate, and you can tell because the cast of The Conjuring are going on press tours and press junkets to try and promote the movie and give some insight into what happens within the movie, why it's so big, and, you know, some behind the scenes stuff that fans don't typically get to see on the silver screen. It's something that we quite often see when we build up to movies, but particularly in horror movies, people like to gear into this kind of supernatural element. If you remember the one that had Russell Crowe in it, the Pope's Exorcist, he stated that he had some very eerie supernatural things happening when he was on set filming for the movie The Pope's Exorcist, and that's exactly what has been happening and what is happening with regards to Vera Farmiga and also Patrick Wilson with regards to the Conjuring franchise, as Vera has come out, who plays Lorraine Warren, to state that she, whilst on set, has been getting cross-shaped bruises on her arms and on her body while she was filming not only this Conjuring movie, but apparently multiple other ones as well. They've also chimed in on the Matt Rife purchase of the potential purchase of the Conjuring house, but also the Warrens house. So we're going to be talking about that as well. But first, let's hear from Vera and Patrick with regards to the bruising and some other crazy things that have been going on behind the scenes with regards to the Conjuring: The Last Rites.
Yeah, I get battered, Francesca. Like you see that? I mean, it depends whether it's upside down or not, whether they're crosses or upside down crosses. I guess it depends on how I show you my leg. Like, that's just like, yeah, that happens every time we do it. It's just these inexplicable bruising shapes that occur in my body, and it is what it is.
I've said this.
The way that she's just so nonchalant with it, like, oh, it's just the way that it is. Like, no, you're getting cross bruises on your body somewhere whilst filming a horror movie. It's kind of weird.
In response to even what Vera's talking about with stuff that's happened on set, I think anytime something happens in real life, I never sensationalize it. So there's a lot of unexplained things, and anytime you're dealing with real people, real families, real friends, that's much bigger than any of this other stuff.
I think that's a very respectful way to handle Dan Rivera's passing, because, you know, it would have been very easy for them to sensationalize his passing with regards to the Annabelle doll, just to try and hype up the movie. But the fact that Patrick Wilson there was just like, you know what, like, that's far bigger than the movie, that's far bigger than the silver screen, you know, like, that's actual people. Like, I tend not to sensationalize that. Respect to that, because, you know, that's clearly what the interviewer would have been gearing towards, trying to get that kind of response where it's like, oh, it's definitely Annabelle's fault and all of this stuff, and instead he was very respectful of it. So fair play.
How many cases you guys had?
Cases? My name is Ed Warren, here with my wife Lorraine. Maybe 1,000.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Brace yourself, man. I mean, there's, you know, you're going to jump and scream, but you're going to shed a lot of tears too. I'm just saying, you're going to be raw. You're going to shed some water weight and tears. I mean, I think so. I think so. Get those Kleenex and the ones with the lotion on it.
Every family's different. Once we start, there's no going back. Mommy. Anything can happen.
Yeah, bittersweet is it's impossible to put into words. I by the nature of just who we are as people and as actors and all of that, we're so used to the nomadic experience. And I mean, it was, and also we ended the shooting that very climactic scene in the films, which rarely happens, never happens, you know. So it did feel like, wow, we're coming to the end of something, and this is the most that these characters have ever been through, arguably the most that we've ever been through, certainly on this franchise. So yeah, it's It's hard to grasp the weight.
It is, but I wish we could give you like a really nostalgic, like poignant, ooey gooey, like there was no big grand farewell between him and me. Like it was pretty unceremonious. Like, I don't know, we looked like zombies. We kind of just blinked at each other and he left. But I think we had gone so deep that we were just emptied. And they wrapped him like 3 days earlier than me. I was left in a bloody basement, like still struggling.
I had to go.
I don't know how to protect you this time.
I did. I stole my rosary.
Why?
Oh, because
I'm with you.
because Lorraine gave it to me. Oh, I love that.
I don't know if I took anything this time around. I mean, I've taken things over the years.
Oh my heart.
Yeah. Probably just some shoes and things. Yeah, maybe some sweet tight pants.
Oh, well.
So it's helpful.
By the power of our Lord Jesus Christ!
So obviously that is what's getting us hyped for the movie. The big talking point there is obviously Vera Farmiga getting the like weird bruising on her legs and on her arms and stuff allegedly. And you know, some people have said that it's the right way round cross, which is apparently a good thing, and then some people have said that it's upside down, which obviously is a very bad thing. But from the thumbnail, it's a bit clearer to see the bruising here. Obviously, you know, distinct lines clearly going through. I mean, it could have just... this is the kind of thing with these kinds of movies, right? They always like say something crazy happens to try and sell the movie because it does help and it plays into that fear factor of the movie. So some people will be like, you know, lapping this up. It could have just been an injury. I mean, obviously they're getting thrown about on set and stuff. It could have just been a natural injury or something, but who actually cares? You know, like it plays into a very good narrative. Now, obviously, one of the other things that happened was they were asked about the purchase of the, you know, potentially Matt Rife potentially buying the real life Conjuring house, but also buying the Warrens house, which obviously is very, very interesting. So Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga have shared their thoughts on comedian Matt Rife's purchase of the home and museum of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Now, obviously, we all know they've played it, but Farmiga said, "I'd love to pick his brain," and she's told People of Matt Rife, adding that she saw the news and sent it to Patrick Wilson. The house is located in Monroe Can and was occupied by the Warrens for several decades, and the couple opened the museum in the basement of the home in 1952. Ed died in 2006 and Lorraine died in 2019 at 92. As we all are very well aware. But Farmiga says that she had been, quote, so curious as to what was going to happen with that piece of real estate. As for Rife's purchase, she adds that she would like to know what his intentions are. And Wilson at 52 agrees. It's a privilege. It's a private little street. There are neighbours everywhere. The Warrens lived in the same house for a long time. So it's not like some estate of a massive acreage. It's just a block that's a normal house on a street in Monroe, Connecticut, he says. So I'm curious. I can't imagine that people that live on the street want lines of cars paying money to go into the house, the actor adds. Instances like that led to the home being closed to the public in 2019, and the zoning violation was issued. After tourists are disturbing the neighbours, leaving trash in the area and parking in a manner that blocked access for emergency vehicles. I hope that doesn't have a garage sale, Farmiga jokes of Rife, who is now the legal guardian and caretaker of the investigators' collection of 750 artefacts, including the infamous Annabelle doll. That'd be funny, Wilson says with a laugh. Now, obviously, we all know about the purchase. We all know what's going to be happening. They're opening it up to the public, I believe, at the end of September, start of October, just in time for spooky season, I think. That was their plan. Maybe it was the end of October, start of November. But, you know, in time for autumn, in time for the spooky season to get well underway. Yeah, I think everyone's kind of got the same intentions with it. You know, like they hope that... I think Matt and Elton Castell will, you know, handle it with care and delicacy, and you know, obviously they're going to open it up to the public and make it an attraction, but I think they'll do it in a sensible way. I hope, anyway. Let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump scare the hell out of that like button and subscribe. And until next time, I'll spook you later. Peace.